Tucked between the mountains of Iran and the Great Plains of Mesopotamia, the Elamite civilization rose and thrived in what is now southwestern Iran, long before Persia became an empire. Lasting from around 2700 BCE to 539 BCE, Elam was one of the ancient world's most resilient yet misunderstood cultures. Often overshadowed by the towering legacies of Sumer, Babylon, and Assyria, Elam was not only a rival to these Mesopotamian powers, it was a contributor, influencer, and at times, conqueror. The Elamite heartland was centered in the region of Elam, particularly in cities like Susa, Anshan, and later, Madaktu. Susa, the most prominent, would later become a royal city of the Persian Achaemenid Empire, but its Elamite roots stretch back over 4,000 years. Archaeological evidence shows that Susa was already a sophisticated urban center by 4000 BCE, engaged in trade with Sumerians and developing its own distinct art, architecture, and religious practices. The Elamites were known for their deeply layered language. Elamite, a linguistic isolate that does not belong to the Semitic or Indo-European families. It was written using a unique version of cuneiform, and although partially deciphered, much of its grammar and vocabulary remains obscure. Despite this, Elamite was adopted as an official language of the Persian Achaemenids, showing its lingering prestige and influence. Politically, Elam was organized into a confederation of powerful city-states, sometimes ruled by a single monarch, and other times operating more independently. They often clashed with Mesopotamian powers, particularly Akkad and Babylon. One of the most significant events in Elamite history was the sack of Babylon in the 12th century BCE, when King Shutruk-Nakhunte looted the city and took famous Mesopotamian artifacts, like the stela of the law code of Hammurabi, back to Susa as trophies of conquest. Religion in Elam was polytheistic and closely tied to fertility, agriculture, and divine kingship. Their chief deities included Kirisha, Humban, and Inshushinak, the latter of whom became closely associated with Susa. Elamite art and sculpture, though less widely studied, display sophisticated techniques, especially in metallurgy, cylinder seals, and religious iconography. Despite their military and cultural might, the Elamites never achieved the same mythic status as their neighbors. They were frequently invaded, yet managed to rebuild and remain relevant for centuries. Their final political chapter came in 539 BCE, when Cyrus the Great incorporated Elam into the Persian Empire. By this time, Elamite culture had already deeply influenced Persian administration, art, and religion. Today, Elam remains an underappreciated cornerstone of ancient Near Eastern history. Ongoing excavations in Susa and other ancient cities continue to reveal inscriptions, temples, and artifacts that reshape our understanding of this lost civilization. Though their language may remain partially locked, the story of Elam is slowly emerging from the shadows, a tale of endurance, innovation, and silent influence.